In this video, we will discuss Accounting 1, Fixed Assets, Fixed Asset Reports, Depreciation Menu. By using this menu, you can run the calculation of depreciation expenses of the fixed assets that you have registered in the program. You can simply click New button at the bottom, set the period, and click Save button to run the calculation. I will set the period to from January 2020 to the present month, for example. After saving, the corresponding period will be created in the list. And since you have not run the calculation yet, no data will be displayed when you view the status. And to run the calculation, you can simply click Calculate All button in the screen. The program will run the calculation based on the asset vouchers that you have entered so far in the left menus. And after clicking Calculate All button, the calculated data will appear. From the beginning amount, increase and decrease of the corresponding period, to the ending amount. And if there is a depreciation calculation data for an earlier period, the data will also be applied in Accumulated Depreciation Beginning column and Beginning Book Value column. The accumulated depreciation amount of the end of the previous period will be displayed in Accumulated Depreciation Beginning column, and the undepreciated balance of the end of the previous period will be displayed in Beginning Book Value column. And in Depreciation Expense column, the depreciation expense of the current period will be displayed. And it will be calculated by using the number of months of depreciation based on whether you selected straight line method or declining balance method for each corresponding fixed asset. Also, in Accumulated Depreciation Ending column, the accumulated depreciation amount of the end of the current period will be displayed. It will sum accumulated depreciation beginning amount and depreciation expense amount, which means the program will sum the accumulated depreciation amount of the end of the previous month with the depreciation expense of the current period, and then it will calculate the accumulated depreciation amount of the current period. And lastly, in Book Value column, the undepreciated balance of the current period will be displayed. And these calculations will not be applied directly to the asset book, and therefore, even if you have run the calculation, if you search the asset book, no data will be displayed in Accumulated Depreciation column. And in order to apply the calculated data to the asset book, in Depreciation menu, in Depreciation Status column, you need to click Apply button to apply the data to the asset book. And we're gonna verify the data in the asset book. So right now, you can see in Accumulated Depreciation column, the calculated data has been applied. And back in Depreciation menu, if you delete the applied data, the data will be removed from the asset book. And in Calculate column, Calculate All button will batch calculate the data of all fixed assets at once. And if you want to run the calculation for only a particular asset, click Individual Calculation button. Select the corresponding asset only and click Calculate at the bottom. You can use this method if only the data of this particular asset has been added or changed. Also, back in the screen, in Calculate column, you can see Edit button. By using this button, you can manually enter the depreciation expense of the current period. And one thing to note in this menu is that even if you click Apply button and apply the calculation to the asset book, the data will not be applied to the accounting balance sheet. In order to apply the data to the accounting financial statements as well, you need to hover over Others button and click Create Voucher button. Then you can save the voucher after verifying the journal entry that has been automatically generated by the program. Or you can go to Accounting 1, Fast Entry, General Journal menu, and set the type to Depreciation, and click Depreciation button in the middle to select the desired period and apply the data to the input screen. Then you can click Save button to apply the data to the accounting financial statements.